Hi there, my name is Lauren and you're on my channel Lauren's Lines, and today I'm filming another sketchbook tour video for you. So this one is the Moleskine Watercolour Album Sketchbook. So watercolour paper, it's looking a bit grotty because it's got paint all over it, and the pages did warp quite a bit. It's also got a couple of things stuck in, so it's definitely gotten a bit fat. But anyway, at least it's got this band, so that keeps it all nice and together. So if you saw my last couple of sketchbook tour videos, you'll know that I start my sketchbooks at the back. But first off, I'll just show you. So the first part was from April, which is prior to my previous sketchbook. So I put this one down and picked up another one. And then when I came back to it, I did it in a month, so 15th of July to the 15th of August, 2018. Okay. Cool. So here we are on the back. I've not got anything in the pocket except for the stuff that comes with it, so it's like a sticker. This first painting I was very happy with. I did it on holiday in Rome of a park that we were staying near. It was absolutely lovely, lovely spot. Yeah, and so this sort of at sunset, and there's like a statue in this little gazebo temple thing. Yeah, and there's lots of ducks around, so I really enjoyed doing that. These leaves are painted from the window of the hotel, and this one's actually my first ever YouTube video, which I think I'll take down because now looking at the painting I'm really not happy with it. Again, more from our trip from Rome. This one's the art gallery, a video of that too, and a lizard that we saw. So here we are back in Edinburgh of Leith Walk. So this was another video that did surprisingly well. Yeah, I was really happy with the big blocky shapes of that one. This was from a park in Dublin from our trip there, and this one was also supposed to be something from Dublin, but I didn't like it and I thought I'd stuffed it up so bad that I just blended the whole thing blue, and I can't even remember what it was that I originally drew or painted. And then this was a bunch of flowers that my partner bought me that I left a little bit late to draw, so they were kind of a bit dying. But here is where I picked up the sketchbook again and I made a concerted effort to fill it. And so, same as in my last sketchbook, I wrote down sort of like intentional practice, animal studies, landscapes, movie scenes, colour studies, daily practice, people, any and other all practice, and then the start date, which was the 15th of July. I feel like just having that written down, like any and all practice, sort of like opens it up so that you can do whatever you want. Yeah. So this is another one from Watercolour Walkway. I remember seeing this and it just looked like a painting. The way the light was like glittering on all the leaves, so I tried to capture that. I don't know if I really got it. Ooh, why isn't enough focused? Okay. And some ducks. They got a little bit grubby from this page, but it's not too bad. The landscape I'm not real happy with. And then this was the start on my very first daily painting. This is number 2 because I counted that one, which it shouldn't. Of doing a little gouache painting about this size from life. So this is our fruit bowl. Another daily painting. And some foxes. So, landscape again from our trip up in the Highlands. And then another daily painting. Here I was taking the, well, I didn't really take the class, I used the YouTube free video of Aaron Blaze's lion heads, big cat, how to draw big cats, and so the free demo was of the lion skull, which is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, so that's all really interesting. So these ones are sort of copied from his drawings, and then these ones are my own. And then I found this really cool crow feather, which I don't know if you can see it on camera. It's really iridescent and pretty. So I drew some crows and try and catch the iridescent sort of bluey greens under them, which is not showing up too well on camera, I don't think. But anyway, another landscape and another daily painting. This sketchbook's a bit predictable. Another landscape. And then this one, again, doing lion skulls, but from John Muir's Law's How to Draw Mammals series. Again, for our YouTube, because I'm stingy. And it's quite interesting seeing sort of the different techniques from sort of like how his turn out to how, oh, where'd they go? These ones turn out, so it's quite interesting to try and find my own spot somewhere in between. Yeah, and then that's mine. So that's what all that practice turns out like. And another daily painting. And then the landscape. I was quite happy with this one actually. I think this one's from Sky. Yeah. And then again, another feather. So this one was obviously a seagull feather, and I really liked it because the white tip, a lot of birds get white tips on the end of their feathers when they're new, but then the white tip hasn't got much melanin in it, so it just kind of is really brittle and soft, and it sort of all cracks off. But then the black tip has a lot more melanin in it, which makes it a lot stronger, and so it can, you know, stand a bit of a beating, which is why they often have it on the back, at the tips of their wings and that sort of stuff, which I thought was interesting, so I stuck it in. This one's from a cafe. I just liked the little plants growing on the building. Another daily painting. Boring bird feather. This one's a wood pigeon, and you can tell it's a wood pigeon because they're bigger than rock pigeons, which are like your feral pigeons that you see around, and they've got like a white spot on their neck. And this is the feather in my daily painting. If you watch my tips for drawing in public video, this would be one of the examples of, you know, pick someone that's far enough away that's not paying attention to you or what you're doing. And so this guy was obviously quite keen on his book, and it was a beautiful sunny day. This one is the first of many ospreys that you'll see, and it's probably one of my favourites. If you saw my video about Lake Garden, yeah, I really liked the ospreys there. A failed daily painting that I then redid over here, which I like a bit better. And then again, ducks. Yeah, I just loved that. I got a picture of them all walking in a line. It was so funny seeing them waddle in a line. And then this little landscape was actually, we were stuck in traffic for like an hour or two. And it's a really pretty spot, but we're still not moving in traffic. And so I did this little painting. And then these are siskins, so we saw up in the Osprey Centre as well. They had more than just ospreys there, obviously. Just wild siskins came to the bird feeders. And they're bright yellow, which is really cool. Another one of Lake Garden. And another osprey. I think this is probably my favourite one that I've done of an osprey. I don't know. Just cool. And then when we were up in the Highlands, they had, the heather was in bloom, so you can see the little purple flowers on this little bit of heather that I've stuck in, and it just covers all of the hills. So I wanted to draw paint some of the purple hills, but I couldn't. I took so many photos and none of them looked any good, so I did steal this one from Pinterest, the purple hills. But yeah, I kind of like it. And then red deer, or fawns. And then this is a donkey named George that we met at a castle, and I only finished one of them. When we were on our travels, we went for a little sunset walk. I mean, it wasn't sunset when we went out on the walk, but it did turn, and so we saw a mother and a fawn. I did put them in the painting, but you can't really see them, so did another go here. Another daily painting. This one was one day, and I tried to do this candle that I've got, and I did not like how it turned out at all. And then I went and I bought Opera Pink, not for doing this candle, but I realised that it would be good for this candle. Yeah, and I'm much happy with how this turned out. And I also bought Viridian Green, and so I was just mucking about, playing with them, seeing how they react. Some little frogs that we saw again on a walk in the Highlands, and I tried to paint sort of the scenery that went along with these frogs, but it just didn't work out, so it's just a big green blob instead. Here is painting from Lake Garden, which probably just went up today. And the osprey. It's funny, this is my least favourite osprey that I've done, I think, but it's my partner's favourite. I think he likes the flight. And then we've got a lion, a tiger, and then I realised that I actually didn't know how to draw bears, so I took, well, again, I didn't pay for it, I did the free one of Aaron Blaze's How to Draw Bears. So you got the muscles and bones and the skull from different angles, the skull from front on, and then feet. And then here's what I learned. Another daily painting. It's probably my favourite one, I think. And a lovely landscape from a little road trip through the highlands. That's kind of is the best photo I got of the Purple Hills, I think. Yeah. And then, if you saw my last sketchbook video, I had this exact same problem of not knowing what to do once I got to the end, because I was getting close to the end. So I did gestures. This time I had my partner run across the room. I filmed it in slow motion and then took grabs of that, getting slightly more finished towards the end. That was fun. I really like doing that. Ooh, maybe this is my favourite daily painting, the banana. Yeah, and Fortress of Solitude. I really like how this one turned out, but I did use a lot of references for it, so I feel like I can't take book credit for it. And then an onion, another osprey. And then that's it. And that is the very last page. And this is actually, well, the photo I used for this was for our very first time in the Highlands before we even moved here, up in Glencoe. And I really like how this turned out. I was trying to mirror this one, sort of like the big thick border and the chunky blocked in paint strokes and that kind of stuff. So yeah, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. I could just be standing there on that beautiful sunny day with the water on the river that was going through the mountains. It's just lovely. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, so the first part was a couple of days in April, sorry, and then 1 month from there. So I was pretty happy with that. Yeah. So that's what my month looked like. Yeah. So as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe, I really appreciate it, and check out my other sketchbook videos as well.